Okay, everybody, I'm going to try to make this quick work today. I am installing some new frames that I just made. I got my smoker going. I'm going to try to make really quick work of this because I've kind of been in this hive a little too much, in my own opinion. I'm going to just open this up real quick. Okay, I'm going to hang this smoker here. These don't hang too good on the... Alright, so what I'm going to do is just put these in here. And I think today I'm just going to wear some nitrile gloves. I mean, if I get stung, it's still going to hurt, but at least my hands won't be all sticky. Hopefully y'all can see. It's not very sunny today, and so I'm hoping that I can actually have a good video without all the glare. But the sun's starting to come out, so I'm going to try to hurry. Okay, I'm going to zoom in. If I can, I can't zoom. Okay, let's just move y'all in closer so you can see. Loosen that up. I'm going to take out some frames out of here that are damaged. They just got warped, I guess. So I'm going to take them out of here. Hopefully they haven't started building on those. And I'm going to add in some sugar water. To help them be able to get this cone built quicker. And luckily it doesn't look to me like they have started building on these bad frames. If they have, I guess we'll just have to... I guess I need my hive tool and stuff. They're probably thinking, not her again. Not her again. Alright, let me kind of give these guys a little bit of smoke. We want them to get down into the hive. I know I have a good queen, so I'm not really looking to find her today. That's not my... I know there's one in here, and I know she's doing a really good job. So that's not going to be my focus today. I'm not really looking for her. Look, I hope I see her, but I'm not looking for her. What I'm really wanting to do is get these... excuse me. Pardon me. I want to get these new frames in that I've been building this morning. Okay, we'll turn this way. Watch out, guys. Okay. I'm going to take this last one off. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave this black one in here. But I am going to give them more room on the ends. Okay, let's see what they've done with this one. Because this one is... Hopefully they haven't done a whole lot. And they haven't. There's some stuff in here. And I might add that onto one of these frames. Okay, so this is honey. So I'm just going to move this down. This is all honey on this frame. They're drawing out honey on this one. I know they're so going to be mad at me. this one down. Okay, and they're making honey on this one. I'm just going to show you real quick. These frames that I put in here, they were brand new. They weren't drawn out with, excuse me. They were just the solid black frames. Okay, so my queen might be on this one because she's got babies in this. There's a larvae in here, so let's see if we can see her. I don't have the glare of the sun in my face, so let's see. Okay, she's gonna be, I think, right here because I hope y'all can see. Let me see. Can I see? Excuse me. There's tiny little eggs. So they're building this out with, you see, is that her right there? I watch these videos all the time on YouTube where people are picking out their, saying, can you find the queen? And I find them all the time. But I just can't seem to find my own queen. Okay, so this is all just honey. That's all they're doing on this one. So I'm going to leave this one this way. And what I want to do is put all the honey, where they're building honey, I want to put it all down here. And I want to keep all the brood on this end. I know. I'll leave you your honey. Excuse me. Okay, and this side on this side is blank. So I'm gonna take this honey that they're making here and I'm gonna put it on one of those other frames that I made. Okay. And I'm hoping that the way I've done this, that I'm hoping that it will encourage them to see how they're making this comb. I want them to make it, you know, flat. And so I'm hoping, this is probably a couple of times ago, a few times ago I did a hive inspection and I had to cut this whole piece off of the bottom. And I just stuck it, I wedged it in here, and they're using it. So that's cool. All right, this one, I don't see any brood in this one. And so I'm going to just stick it over here with the honey. And then, guys, I guess I could be using my smoke. I always forget to use the smoke. Smoke myself. I want to push these bees down into the hive. Okay. I'm going to break this one apart and see what we got going on here. Just going to calm them down. Calm down. I'll be out of here in just a minute. I swear. Y'all, 10 years ago, if you'd have told me I was going to be doing this, I'd have been like, y'all are smoking crack. No way. Okay, so this one. All right, let me see. I'm going to try not to get myself stung. All right, I'm going to pull this off because I don't want them to build this way. I want them to build like they're doing here. I want it to be a flat. Okay, there's a bunch of brood in here that's not, they look to be just a few days old. Okay, so we're going to leave this on this end. Okay, and this one. Excuse me. Okay, I don't see them. All jumbled up or anything. Okay, so last time I thought I saw the queen, and my inexperienced eye, I was actually looking at a drone. It's a male bee. Hi. Okay, just going to scrape this off right here. You know what, I'm just going to leave that. And check the other side again. One thing is, I'm not seeing any wax moths or anything like that. Okay. Oops. Y'all, I'm really impressed. I'm new to beekeeping, so I'm probably easily impressed. But, see, this is one of the frames I didn't want in here because, I don't know if you can see, it's all messy. So I'm going to scrape off what they got going on here, and I'm not going to waste it or steal it. I'm going to put it on, like this one, I'm going to put it on the other frames. Okay, so now what I want to do, so these are the new frames that I just finished building this morning. So I'm going to stick that in here, and I'm going to give it some room, like here. Okay, and then I'm going to move this down to where they're touching, and then I'm going to stick this one, but I want them to be like even. I'm going to stick this empty one right here. That'll encourage them to draw this one out. Alright, I'm going to take this one. Okay, I'm going to have to. Calm them down. Calm down. They're not being aggressive at all. I'm not getting stung anywhere. Nobody's giving me a hard time. But they would prefer me not being here. Alright, so I'm going to squish that one in. I finished just what I wanted to finish making these. You can't be in the middle. Okay. I'm going to scoot this one over. Scoot that one over. This over. Okay. And then I'm going to scoot this one down. They got way too much built on this other black one for me to try to mess with that too much. So now I'm going to take another frame. Alright, I'm going to cover these bees up so they can start calming down. Okay. They're going to get calmed down here in a second. They'll be happy when I'm done. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and scoot this one over to touch this one. I need to see this one. Okay, that one is touching. This one's touching. Okay. Now, I'm going to try to get this off in one piece. That didn't work out too great, but so I'm going to take and mash this into this wax. They worked hard to make all this, so I don't want to steal their stuff. I don't want them to have to start over, so. Okay. Let's see if anything. Nothing's on the other side, so I'm going to stick this out in here. And this, the back of this one. Oh, sorry, bees. See it? It's wobbly. Okay, so I'm going to stick that right here. I'm going to stick that one right there. Okay. You know, the soap maker in me would just take all this. Because I could make some lotion and balm and soap and all kinds of fun stuff with this, but I want the bees to have it. They're working, it's a swarm, and so they're working really hard, and I want them to be able to have their resources. Okay, so I'm just gonna shake them off down into here. I want them to have plenty of room. I don't want them to have any reason to want to swarm. Okay, so I'm going to stick this in here very carefully. I don't want to squish any bees, and I don't want all that I just pressed in there to fall off. So, okay. Okay. So now I want to do a quick count. I'm also going to be putting in, so I'm going to take this off. Let's see how many I have. Alright, so frame wise, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 frames. Okay, and then on the end, they're gonna like this. I'm gonna put in the feeder. And this is a 1-to-1 ratio of sugar. And unfortunately, for some reason, this has to be white sugar. It can't be anything else but just granulated sugar. So I'm going to try not to spill much. This is going to give them the food that they need to be able to hurry up and get this comb built so they can start growing this hive. Okay. Now I'm going to put a little bit. Oop. That'll give them something to do. Just want to put a little bit right there. Okay, so now that was 8 cups of water and 8 cups of sugar. Okay. Love you too. Okay, so I got all my new frames. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 frames and some sugar. And then I'm going to scoop this down and give them a little bit of extra room in here. And I think I'm going to set this aside. I don't want them to build a comb, or I don't want them to start building anything on this. Okay, and then I gave them more room on the wall over on this side. Alright, y'all, they'll have plenty to work with. They've got something to do. Alright, I'm going to just shake these off in here. I'll probably just leave this out for a minute and give everybody a chance to get in there, but I want to put these back in here. See, these catch any kind of like hive invaders. Mostly what you can see right now are ants, and that is a plague in this yard. It's ants. So I have 2 of these. I'm going to just poke these in here. I'm not seeing any beetles or anything. I did kill 1 beetle on the doorway. Let's just stick this one right here. All right, I think we're done. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and start putting these back on. Trying to be real careful not to squish any of them. Especially since I haven't found the queen. I might have to have someone else come help me find the queen. I don't know. Because we don't want her flying off for sure. I am being a little more cautious with this hive because I've had hives 2 separate times, and I just go out one day and the bees were just gone. They weren't dead in the bottom, they were just gone, all of them. So I just had a hunch that the ants ran them out. I could be wrong about that, but it seems to me that the ants ran them out. Because we do have a major ant problem on this property. Okay, and then I've been noticing when I've come out here to do this hive check. Oh, there's a roach. It's a dead roach. I have been noticing when I come out to check the hive that there's bees on this empty side. Look here, I have a bee talking to me. You see it? Hello. So they're being able to go in between the wire at the bottom. So I'm just going to see if I can lay. I don't know if this will work or not. I might take these and just kind of lay them like this in the bottom. To try to keep them from being able to cross over under here. I don't want anything getting up under here. And I certainly don't want the queen on this side. So I'm just going to lay these down here. Just to try to keep them out of here. And that might work. We'll see if that works. And then I'll just, I guess, stack these up on the side. Okay, so that might work. Just to keep them out of here. Okay. All right, everybody is out. And that is done. I managed to get everything done I wanted to do, other than it would still be nice to see the queen, but I just don't see her. So I can see there's brand new eggs in there, and there's all different stages of larvae in there. So I know she's in there. I know she's doing her job. So I'm going to leave it at that. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this one. Hopefully I'm going to do, review this footage, and hopefully it's a halfway decent video. Where did you come from? Did y'all see that? Okay. Let's see how they're getting in. Right there. They just came through that other hole. They're going up underneath that leaderboard. Okay. Y'all can't do that. Okay, that should be it. They shouldn't be able to get through there. Okay. Well, thank y'all for watching. And wish me luck. And if you happen to see the queen when you're watching this, if you could just pause it and do a screenshot and circle her for me, that'd be great. Anyway, thank you all, and I hope you have a great day.